Hello, and welcome back to Movie Reviews with Cody, the channel where I go through my collection of movies and I tell you what I think about them. Today we're going to be going over the 2014 film, Fury. Please ignore that little used store sticker. So, Fury, there we go. It's directed by David Ayer. It stars Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, Jon Bernthal, Michael Pena, and Logan Lerman. And I'm not really a huge fan of war movies, so I don't own very many. But I will say that Fury is one of my all-time favorite war movies. Also, the M4 Sherman tank being my favorite tank of all time might have a little something to do with it. But, continuing on, this movie, I highly recommend this. I recommend owning it. I recommend seeing this, watching it as often as you can, because what David Ayer does with this movie is he doesn't glorify war. I mean, this movie is graphic, it is violent, it is gritty, dirty. And Brad Pitt's, him being the tank commander of this little M4 Sherman tank, you are not meant to like these guys. They are desensitized. These guys have just been through the shit. They've been in combat. They've been together forever. They work a certain way. So when they get Logan Lerman's character, who's a brand new private in the army, he gets attached to their tank. He learns really quickly that he's with a group of fucked up people. And he's really the only likable character in this. I mean, sure, everybody in this tank, they have their own personalities. They have, their own ways of standing out from one another. But you're not supposed to like them. You're not really rooting for them, because even though they're on the good guy's side, they are not good people. And that's why you attach yourself to Logan Lerman. And this movie is so... David Ayer does a great job with the action scenes and the tank battles. There is one particular tank battle that had me on the edge of my seat, with having a Sherman against a Tiger and they're trying to outrun each other. Man, it is absolutely... I loved it. That is probably the scene that sticks out to me most. And granted, in the middle, it does kind of slow down a little bit, because it does try to humanize Brad Pitt's character and who he is. But honestly, if you take that whole scene out, I mean, it doesn't affect the movie whatsoever. And this movie is just so gritty. There's nothing but despair around. I mean, the stories that they talk about. It's just that these guys have been through it all. They've gone from Africa, and then here we are towards the end of the war. Hitler is putting all of his tanks and all of his troops, he's pushing them out for, the final days. He's trying to win this war, this world war, right? And it really just goes into, these guys are done. They're done. They're burnt. They're all suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. And David Ayer did an excellent job just showing, the realities of war and how it affects each different person individually. And like I said, I cannot recommend this movie enough. It is very good. The tank battles are excellent. The characters are really good. It really shows, the deep, savage humanity in people who've been at war for years, for a very long time. So please, do yourself a favor. Watch this movie and enjoy this movie. Really take in what it is, because war is not glorious at all. And the people who are oftentimes considered the good guys and heroes aren't necessarily good guys or heroes. But check this movie out. I highly recommend this movie. It is a fantastic war movie. The tank battles are good. David Ayer, this is probably one of my favorite movies of his, of all time. So please check this out, enjoy it, and I will catch you guys next time.